Today I want to talk about secondary virginity, celibacy, hymen, and I also have something for those people who have undergone FGM. Yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel, so make sure you watch this video all through to the end, and please don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. So, what is secondary virginity? So, secondary virginity is whereby you have already engaged in sexual intercourse, yes, but you decide, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore, and I want to regain my virginity back. Yes, there's something like that, whereby, okay, being a virgin, it was associated like hizo siku za kitambo, like a sort of, having power over your body, being like a goddess, being someone that is important in the society. Apparently nowadays, okay, I don't know, some people don't really value virginity, and it is not something, kitambo ungesikia mtu ni virgin, she deserves respect and all that, but then nowadays it is completely vice versa, and people have started to engage in intercourse at an early age, recklessly, in whichever form and in whichever ways, and I don't know, doing even things that actually we thought that are not even possible. Yes, but after doing that for some time, there are people who feel like, you know what, it is not even adding value to my life, and they feel like I need to regain my my power back, and by that they decide, you know what, I'm going to try and get my virginity back. So what happens is, it is not like you're going to get a hymen instilled back, but nile una decide, I'm going to abstain, and that abstaining is whereby you can decide it's going to happen for months or for years. There are people who decide, you know what, until now I have someone that I really want to spend my life with, then I'm not going to be all until marriage. Yes, let's say until marriage. That's now how you start practicing secondary virginity. And there is a generation that is now calling themselves secondary virginity generation. That's a generation of young people who started practicing sexual behaviors at an early age. Then they realized, you know what, this is not even adding value to my life, and so now I'm trying to like change the direction my life has to take. This is not for everyone, guys. So it is not for everyone. I'm just here to point out these things, so don't crucify me. Nowadays in this generation, I don't know, don't crucify me, guys. So that's how you start practicing secondary virginity. There's no much difference between secondary virginity and being celibate, but being celibate mostly is used by those people who like are born again. Normally they were sexually active, then they get born again and they decide, you know what, I'll wait till marriage. Yes, so there's hakuna ile difference kubwa. The two words can be used like the same. However, there are people who decide to practice secondary virginity and go even an extra mile of wanting their hymen back. For instance, if it was a rape case, if you have been raped, then there's a surgery that is done to return your hymen back. Did you know that, guys? Yes, there's a surgery that is done to restore your hymen back, because you didn't do this thing like hukutaka. This is something that was an assault. You were defiled, you were you were raped, something happened. It is not how you would have wanted it to be. So it's a way of healing, actually, like even psychologically, because when you feel like, you know what, I have my virginity back, I have regained power over my body. However, the emotional trauma doesn't go away, but it is just a way of healing. So guys, yes, it also can be done at your own will and accord. Yes, by those doctors that mostly practice plastic surgery. They're the ones that do this thing here. It has been done in India. So guys, if you feel like, I really want this is something that I really want, yes, it's something that is very, very possible. So now, what about a hymen? People have been really confused about a hymen, and I think this is something that, sexual education is very important even to our young girls. So a hymen, people think like this is the vagina. How? Yes, like this is the vagina, and a hymen like inafunga tu hii space yote like this. It is not practical. Think of it. A young adult experience their menstrual period and their hymen has occluded their vagina like this. Guys, it is not practical. It is not. So hymen is like a mucus, it's a mucus membrane, whereby it like what do I say, like a moon. You know, ile shape ya moon, see moon like moon round, but like a half moon, so it does not really close the vagina like, you know, like this. It's something like this, so it leaves some space for menstrual blood and all that. And then it's just a very thin mucus membrane. So for those people who, like, you know, wanapenda kukimbia sana, wanapenda high jumps, wanapenda bicycles, that mucus membrane sometimes it is torn by those things. Yes, but that doesn't mean your virginity is not there, because being a virgin is something that is psychological. You're the one who knows that you are or you're not. Because for instance, if you do a lot of Kegel exercise, guys, I did a video on Kegel exercise. Yes, I'll pin down the link below this video. So if you do a lot of Kegel exercise, you can really tighten those muscles to like feel like as good as new. Yes, so if you do a lot of that and then you practice celibacy or abstaining, then you can feel like you've regained your virginity back, and it will always feel as if it is the first time. And it is not always a must that the first time to be, you know, painful and all that. It really does depend. It depends on a lot of factor, but that is not for today. But yes, it is not a must equally painful. Yes, it depends on a lot of factor, like how prepared you are psychologically, mentally, you know, physically and all that. Yes, so about the two things, they can be practiced by the same person, secondary virginity and being celibate, because you cannot practice either of them and still be sexually active. So you have to abstain first, and it is a way of regaining the power and control of your body back, and like, you know, rethinking the direction that your life to take. So in a nutshell, we can say celibacy is when you decide to abstain till marriage. Secondary virginity, so you decide you're going to abstain, but you're also the one who decides when again you're going to be sexually active. But that does not mean when you have secondary virginity, that does not mean you're going to bleed during your first time, but you will always feel as good as new. So yes, that's it about the hymen. So guys, and there is also a condition whereby if the hymen occludes, like if the hymen imefunga tu vagina like this, like kabisa, like hawezi, like nothing can pass. Yes, there's a surgery that is done to release part of the hymen, whereby now, for instance, if it's a young adult or a teenager who has started receiving her menstrual period, but it cannot flow because imefungiliwa, there's a surgery that is done to repair that. These things, actually there are a lot of things, guys, but msikwe mnasema hiyo kitu imefunga vagina like this. No, it's not practical. Period words inapitia wapi basi? It is not practical. Come on, guys. So guys, this is one more thing that I really wanted to talk about, just to mention. But there are those women who underwent female genital mutilation, that is female circumcision. I'm sorry, guys, receive my hugs. Yes, I know it's awful, it is bad, but I know, okay, when this was happening, some of you gave consent, but you didn't really know what you're getting yourself into, and some you didn't even give consent. It was a tradition and all those. Yes, guys, but you know what, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever was taken away can be replaced, guys. Yes, there are doctors who are doing plastic surgeries, and this thing is possible. Yes, they'll give you your clitoris back, guys. Yes, they will. So if you know someone or you're the one, please hit my email. I'll email on the comment section. It is possible, guys. Get your whatever back, whatever was taken away back. Let's talk about these things. We may like to Google these things behind closed doors and pretend not to talk about them, but there are things that are hurting, and there are things that are there and they are happening. So guys, if you want to regain your power back, practice secondary virginity, regain your power back. It is psychological. Virginity is psychological, but don't lie to your partner. Don't go saying that, you know what, I'm a virgin. So I used to say secondary. It's not primary, yes, but it is secondary. It is regaining control over your body, sexually, mentally, psychologically, also spiritually. Yes, Yes, more so spiritually. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I really do appreciate. Hit me up on the comment section. Yes, and if there's a topic that you'd really wish for me to talk about, my email is always open. I know it's not easy on these topics to comment. You're not sure who will be viewing your comment, your in-law, or I don't know, something like that, or your pastor, I don't know. Yes, so my email is always open, and your privacy is my top notch. Thank you, guys.